What's up everyone, and thank you for stopping by the channel. Today's project is this Echo trimmer, and the problem is that it starts and runs just fine, but it's kind of difficult to use. Let's take a good look at it, find out what's wrong with it, and hopefully we can fix it. In this video, we try and repair this trimmer. However, it may not be the exact repair that you need to make to yours. We'll explore other options later in the video. Echo trimmers are pretty decent in my mind, and they usually last quite a long time. This particular one runs like new, except a very important part is broken. In this case, the part that broke is the trigger. Now this part seems to be pretty weak, as it seems to happen a lot to this particular model as compared to other Echo trimmers. To replace the trigger, all we have to do is remove these 4 screws on the handle, and then we can take it apart. Now the last 2 are bolts that hold the rest of the handle to the shaft. Loosen them and the handle should come right off of the shaft. Now, if you're not exactly sure which trigger you need to order, I would take the broken one off first to compare it to the pictures of the one you're going to buy. That way you get the right part. Here's the part I ordered from Amazon for only a few dollars. Now, before you install it, compare the new one to the old one, and if it matches, then continue with the installation. Now, when removing the broken trigger, be very careful of this tiny return spring. Now, once you get it off, move that return spring to the new one and then install the trigger onto the handle. Now, the reasons why your trigger might break is due to poor storage during transport. Now, if you don't have a rack to attach your trimmer to, then I would be extremely careful because it's probably going to happen again. And luckily, this repair is cheap and easy to do. Now, before I reinstall the handle back onto the shaft, I'm going to test it to make sure that's working like it's supposed to. And in this case, it looks like it's working just fine, so let's put it back onto the shaft and eventually start the engine and then try out the trigger. So I think there was a lot of negative customer feedback on this particular design because the designs after this version were so improved that it was almost impossible to break the trigger. So my question to you is, would you buy this version of an Echo trimmer with this very thin trigger design, or would you buy the version after this with an improved design? Or does it even matter to you? I know how I feel about it, but I want to hear what you have to say. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time here. Please feel free to ask any questions, and I hope to see you in my next video.